Bam! I can't tell you how excited I am about this weekend's show due to the fact that this time next weekend we'll be talking about some football. And we will find out what we're hearing about in camp. Is it real? Is it going to compute against hostile competition? Woo! God, man. Now, what I want to start with today is this. Now that we know that Arik Rodgers will be putting on the red shirt until this time next year, somebody got cut a break. Somebody who was going to end up leaving in the wide receiver ranks has now been given new life. Now, I've thought about this. I don't want to say because I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm thinking some of the guys that were going to go anyway, no matter what happened to Rodgers. But I do think Treggs, if I were to pick one guy that got put back on that was going to have to leave, I would say Treggs out of Cal Berkeley. But anyway, let me go. Let me see. Where should I go? Let me go first. Amos. I bet Amos is driving. He's such a good husband. Amos, Facebook has a thing how to love your spouse. Amos is probably running down the road right now, about to get his wifey some cheesecake or something special. She likes treats on Sunday afternoon. Amos.
Yo.
Amos, did you was I accurate on that, Amos? Are you out running errands for wifey?
No, I'm home. I was getting my son. He's over here screaming for me.
Oh, was that your son? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, Amos, are you ready for? What is your feeling on that, Amos?
On the cut.
Yeah, who got saved because Arik Rodgers has fallen into a very nasty situation?
Probably I don't think Treggs was gonna make it anyways, but probably Dres Anderson or something like that. You know, people that's been on the radar, we haven't heard nothing about him, and a little bit about Campbell. So I think Campbell probably gonna stay.
Forgot about him.
I think Dres Anderson he got a second chance now.
Yeah, because Dre is that fast guy. As a matter of fact, we got nothing but speed as far as the wide receivers. And you know what I found? You know what I found out yesterday? I found out that Aaron Burbridge, I thought he was just a possession receiver, didn't necessarily have a lot of speed. Do you know Burbridge in camp was keeping up with Smith and Ellington? I'm telling you right now, the 49ers wide receivers, as soon as Chip Kelly can get them whittled down to the guys he wants and start training them properly, man, I like what this that's something I want to get back to. But what is your feeling on that? Who's going to be saved because of Arik Rodgers going down?
Who's going to be saved on this because Arik Rodgers went down? I was thinking Treggs. And I'm thinking Jerome Simpson is saved. Training camp MVP. I swear.
If you get that mic up, Norm. If you missed what Norm just said, he's picked out Jerome Simpson is going to be the training camp MVP. May lose his job. Go ahead.
No, but I didn't know Aaron Burbridge was going to be such a beast, though. I didn't expect it either. Him coming out the 6th round. Eagles got saved. What receiver have we not heard of at all since the training camp was last? Treggs or ones that we heard in camp and
We're missing a Norm. We're missing. Your mic is not audible. Norm, I wonder if you pull your mic, what would happen? Would your audio come in a little better?
What happened? Let me see now. Can you see me?
No, I can't see you. But did you pull the mic?
Pull the mic. Got it. Got me.
No, it's a little better. No. Let me come back to you. Taryn.
What's up, man?
Hey, you, man. Good to see you again.
You
How
too. You
hot
too.
is it? How hot is it in Vegas today?
You know what's crazy? It's been raining the last few days.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, man. But it's been raining, but still like 105. It's been a trip.
Raining at 105.
Yes, sir.
You gotta know. You gotta be there to know what that feels like. But it's gotta be. You know what? It's gotta be kind of exciting, though. You can run outside, because it ain't like you're gonna get cold or anything.
Yep. Well, I'm just glad I work graveyard, so I ain't got to deal with it too much.
Oh yeah, the sun. Because all you need for the sun to go down, heat isn't as bad as long as the sun's not hitting you directly.
Exactly.
Tell me, who have you saved? Arik Rodgers has saved somebody's career, their life as a 49er. Who would you think that would be?
It's a tough one, man. I'd say I probably kind of agree with you. Would say Bryce Treggs. He'll probably make it to at least maybe the third preseason game instead of the first. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking like somebody else said, probably Dress Anderson or Treggs or Simpson. One of those three, are going to be able to get a lot more snaps with Arik Rodgers being out. So.
Okay, now tell me what you think about this. I think, and this is could be one of those fateful strokes that takes place, because I've been high on Devin Cajuste. Devin Cajuste is 6'4". Rodgers was 6'3". Those are your guys that you're going to use in certain situations. Did he just get moved? Did Cajuste just get moved up? Because this guy is a lot faster than people know. Understand that he runs routes very crisp and sharp. Does it look like he could be the heir apparent to what Rodgers was going to be?
Yeah, I think so. Just because if you look at our receiving core, besides DeAndre Smelter, we're pretty small. Mm-hmm. Torrey Smith 6 foot, Patton's I think 6 foot, Ellington's 5'10", so we need that big 6'3", 6'4" receiver. So hopefully either DeAndre Smelter steps in. Hopefully DeAndre Smelter steps in and gets his opportunity, because we need that bigger, receiver out on the other side of Torrey Smith. So either him or, hopefully, like you said, Devin Cajuste. He's more of I think he's probably a little bit more talented than DeAndre Smelter as far as route running and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I hope so. I just hope somebody steps up, because I don't know. I think if it stays ugly and we just not having any production on any receiver, they might go look at one of the free agent wide receivers like a Marcus Colson or somebody who's been there for a while, just hasn't signed with the team yet.
Hey, how much time they got before they have because when you fall behind in Kelly's program, if they were going to make a move like that, would it be like now or next week? Or that's a good point you bring up there. I wonder what they're going to do with that.
I don't know. Yeah, I think they'll go probably like another week or so to see if anybody stands out, and if not, I would look at the free agent wire. But I think our receivers will be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and Tyler, here's what I want to ask you. It seems Saturday the defensive backs have just dominated the wide receivers. They can't do a thing out there, Tyler. And Saturday, I understand the coaches made them scale back, pump the brakes a little bit. We want to see our wide receivers. Can you imagine that? Does that speak more about the wide receivers, the quarterbacks, or are the defensive backs just that good?
I surely hope that they're good, because our defense, whenever we drafted the corners, the defense didn't look all that great. So I hope the corners can step up and give us some production this year. I'm not really sure how they'll do. It could be a mix of both. The wide receivers might have been having an off day, or the corners might have been the ones that are stepping up.
It's been going on all week, Tyler. It's kind of scary, because it seems now that it's a tag team going on between Tremaine Brock, Jimmy Ward, and Rashard Robinson. Now Redmond's gotten into the act. The 49ers can't find a receiver on the field because of the kind of schemes they're playing. I think this has more to do with O'Neal than anything. We've got guys out there playing man and press coverage now. It's no longer zone defense. These guys are like, as soon as you come running around, here they come, and they're on you like white on rice. I'm thinking this year, that is going to be a feature of the 49ers that nobody's seen in years, because under Vic Fangio, there was no such thing. We didn't even have shut-down cornerbacks, and now it's a different ballgame. Let me go. Martin, Martin. Martin, can you hear me, Martin? Okay. Oh, it's Mo49. Mo, what's up, man? Yeah,
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I haven't seen you in a while neither. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Yeah, this is my first time using my laptop. The rest of the time I'm using my phone, and I've been it's been a while. It's been a while. It has been a while. I just one of my notifications be like, oh look, Ronbo's having a new stream. I join. Now I'm here.
But did you? Well, I'm glad to hear that. Did you hear my last question? What do you think about our defensive backs? Are they good? Are they as impressive, do you think, as they're looking right now in camp, or is our offense a little too weak? Well, make an assessment on that. What do you think?
If you ask me, the only problem, like, our offense is good. Some of our offensive line is like kind of like balanced, but the thing we need is wide receivers. We can't depend way too much on Torrey Smith. Okay, we're not the Detroit Lions. We have to depend so much on Megatron. Like, Torrey Smith is basically our Megatron. We need to depend on him because Anquan Boldin's out. He might be in the Saints, and it's bad. But our defense so far is solid. We're starting to have a solid defense.
Okay, Tyler, let him finish.
Sure.
Tyler. Let him finish.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, man.
Sorry, Tyler. If you want to talk, whatever.
No. You go ahead and finish. He can wait.
Okay. I think our defensive is solid, and maybe, just maybe, our defense could be as solid as, remember the good old days where, like, at the 2011, where our defense was really solid. Maybe our defense could be as solid as that time, because I remember hearing that DeForest Buckner has become as impressive as Alden Smith, and if we have that type of Alden Smith from DeForest Buckner, and he's not like Alden Smith, he's not like a guy who like wants to run over people. No, he's a good kid. I heard it was a really good kid and stuff. So as long as we got someone like Alden Smith who's pure-hearted and stuff, we're pretty good. We got our Navarro Bowman, who has best tackle from last year. Apparently, NFL doesn't know about the Niners, decided to put him at number 35 at the top 100 for some reason. Hell, you might end up seeing me.
It's 61. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, might end up seeing me doing a rant video on that, and it really doesn't make sense as like because okay, here's a little rant about the whole schedule. If you ask me, the Niners doesn't really have a hard schedule. We only have 5 hard games, in my honest opinion. And one of those 5 hard games, we could possibly beat by 1 point. Because, like, okay, we got the Seahawks at Seattle, hard. Like, okay, all of the divisions, 3 hard. Patriots and Panthers. Those are really hard games.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest, I find them decent. Like, I find the Dolphins decent. I find the Jets decent. But I don't think they can beat the Niners because, like, if you look how good their defense are doing right now in minicamp, I think they might give the Jets and Dolphins a good run for their money. And depending how the Panthers can't really handle defense like the Broncos, and since the Niners has like the best tackler, maybe Cam Newton can struggle a bit over there. Because unlike Von Miller, Navarro Bowman, he has more tackles than Von, but Von has more. I think you could say he has more experience with tackling, which is why he's MVP, and it's like higher than Navarro, which I can respect. But I just think the Niners could have a good season. I just had to put this out there because it's stuck in my chest. I'm sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, they're gonna go 0-16." Whatever. Talk to your chatty.
I can see right now you've been listening to Heath Evans, one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, because like, hey, look forward for my little rant time on 2 subjects. Navarro Bowman and the schedule. You might end up seeing me yelling like, I don't know. I just stubbed a toe.
Don't worry. Everybody's yelling. Well, let me move on to John T.
Sure, go ahead.
Man, we'll be back. John T, what's up, man?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, 49er fam?
John T, last week, I was like reading up on Arik Armstead, and I was so amused. Arik Armstead is like, he comes into camp dressed normally. As soon as he goes in the locker room, he turns into the Incredible Hulk. Comes out in the field, and nobody can do anything with him. Now, some people think that the offensive line is lagging, but here's the thing. I think that speaks more volumes about Arik Armstead, who him and Buckner will have this potential as they go down through the years. Do you think it's Buck or the offense, or do you think it's Arik Armstead, or do you think it's the offensive line lagging? Where would you go with that?
I'm gonna lean more so less on the defensive line, for the simple fact that one, when Armstead was drafted, I didn't like him. I felt like we could have took him, in the second round, top tier. But for him to have, grown and mature in the offseason, and now he's on the defensive line causing havoc, you got to think about it like this. The offensive scheme is built not to have penetration in the guard positions where he's most primarily attacking and at 5 technique positions. So for him to be getting in the backfield on swim moves and power moves, hey, he must be doing something right.
See, that's what I was feeling, because there are those who, well, it's because our offensive line sucks. I mean, as I say, offensive line, when I hear the term offensive line sucks, okay, from left to right, you got All-Pro Joe Staley. Battles may not be full core hard All-Pro right now because of the fact of his longevity, and he's 30 years old. Maybe he slowed down a little bit. Kilgore I'd put Kilgore in the upper rankings of offensive linemen. Nobody's just telling me anything about Anthony Davis. We already know about him. And also, Garnett has yet to prove who he is. But when a guy's been decorated like that, you can assume he can hold his own. And they've already said he's doing fine in camp. So this is one of the reasons why I came to the conclusion Arik Armstead has just gained that grown man strength, and he's ready to roll. And not only will he have that success against our own guys, the rest of the league could take notice. Arik Armstead is not going to be stoppable. No, not that easily. So there you go. Steven Watson. Hey, glad to meet you, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You probably don't recognize me. You usually comment on my Instagram page and stuff.
Wait a minute. I just realized. Are you fashion?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my name on, if you can hear me, my name on Instagram is Nash Beats.
Yeah. I do recognize you, because like you say on Twitter, you can't really see much on the pictures yet. Nash B, what's up, man?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm just chilling.
Well, check it out. I'm like running a survey on the defense and how come they're out there just mauling the offense. I got an echo, guys. Is somebody running something in the background?
Mine's fine.
All right, Steven. Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get. There's an echo going on. Mo?
Yeah. I know. I'm just looking over for the news.
Yeah. Have you got anything running in your? Because your computer's picking it up.
Really? Oh, okay.
Steven?
Fix something wrong.
Yes, sir.
Steven, have you got anything going on in your background? Because if you got any sound, it'll feed into your mic. It'll cause an echo.
I'm in a quiet laundromat. Maybe I can go outside.
Okay, let's see what happens. Because it may not be you. I'm just trying to locate it.
Okay, I'm outside now.
Yeah, I don't hear the echo now. No, I do hear the echo. I'm not sure what that is. All right, guys. I'm gonna close everybody's mic down except for Steven for a second. Yes, it is okay. Steven, are you watching anything? You're outside.
I'm outside, man.
Okay, anyway, Steven, here's what I need. Now, the defense, everybody's talking about how fantastic the defense is. I'm wondering, what did you feel about that? Is the offense falling down, or do you think it's just the defense?
I think it's an excited player that got reunited with his coach from college. So, maybe he's just amped. He's ready to learn. I mean, he's already had 1 year of experience. I think he's just excited, and he got his homeboy with him. So I think he's just playing lights out because he's inspired.
Now, here's the thing. Who's the best offensive line? The Dallas Cowboys, right? We are going to see what he can do against the Cowboys. What are you predicting for that game?
Man, I'm predicting for us to beat them 27-6.
Because they ain't got no defense. This is the thing I like the most. When we play the Cowboys, they got guys that are suspended forever, and they're going to have a makeshift defense. And you've got idiots that actually think the Cowboys can stop the 49ers with no defense. I'm so looking forward to that game.
I think they might get 2 or 3 good plays with Ezekiel Elliott, but that's about it, man.
The Cowboys' plan is to keep the ball offensively all day. I've already read about it because they know they're going to struggle. Because you can't have that many people missing off your front line and still expect to stop anybody. In this case, the 49ers offense works right into their plan because if you can't stop the zone schemes, that means Carlos Hyde gains 300 yards on the day. I like that. The picture is just forming in my mind already. If you can't run, what are you going to do? That's going to be interesting. All right. Let me.
Yeah.
Is Janelle? Let me go. Janelle.
Hi.
Janelle, how you doing today, Janelle? I need to know. I need to know, Janelle. I've been crying all week and laughing at the same time. It's a very weird sensation. I'm delighted with our defense doing such a great job, but I'm a little worried that we can't launch any offense. The defensive backs are denying access to everything that comes downfield. I mean, they're tag teaming on our boys.
Right.
I mean, and then also it's just a very scary thing. Is it? You know what I'm thinking though? Could it be that the defense should be ahead of the offense until Kelly gets people who he wants? Actually, he's looking at people. He's going to sit there and let it go until another week or so, and then he's going to say, "Okay, you, and you. Let me get you over here." You think it's a matter of coaching at the moment, or do you think it's actually as it appears?
I think it's as it appears. I think they're actually restraining themselves. I think our defense is going to be what we want it to be. I think there was an incident where Arik Armstead ran into Carlos Hyde, I believe, and he was like, "What's going on?" So I think that with all the reports that we're getting, they're just getting fired up, and the defense is doing their job.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna have cuts, so everybody's trying to make the team.
That was one of the things I enjoyed the most. Armstead exploded into the backfield and accidentally ran into Carlos. Carlos dropped the ball. Carlos said, "Hey, man, what's up, man? We ain't hitting like that right now." But then the next few plays, Carlos was Arik was still in the backfield. So
Right,
I said,
right.
Arik is
But that's what you want. I mean, when we play Seattle, that's what you're going to want to see, right?
Absolutely.
We want our defense to be on point. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a show or anything. I think they're doing what, they're capable of doing. So
they're making the team. And also, there's a lot to do with conditioning. This is why I always say, when people are always crying about, they're going to be so tired out by game number 4, I said, you guys, if anybody that's ever trained or worked out, after you got in condition, how hard was it for you to fall out of condition? If you're going to be busy all the time, you tend to get stronger. That's why I say getting strong doesn't mean we're going to get tired, especially when we're 25, 24, 23. So I am delighted at the guys being in this kind of condition. I just want to see Trent Brown get in that kind of shape. When that happens, no need to worry anymore about the offense. I got it all planned. let me go.
Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop points. They gotta do what they need to do. So we didn't have that last season. So it's good to see that.
That's it too. Hey, Emilio.
Yeah.
Emilio, and speaking of Trent Brown, do you think Trent Brown can stop Anthony Davis, or will Anthony Davis take him out?
Why I think about that? Man, we need to fix that damn line, period. If you got motherfuckers in practice getting in the backfield, our line is shitty.
But it's only one.
The hell? And this is just practice. This is the worst part. If you let motherfuckers get in there in the backfield, what do you think when we play a real game, what's going to happen to this offensive line? They get destroyed. And then what's going to happen to the quarterback? They get fucked up. This line is shitty as hell.
So you think it has nothing to do with Arik Armstead? It's all about the offensive line.
It's the fucking line. You got to be okay. One thing is getting back there, but if you're getting back there every damn time, that line is crap. I don't care what you call it. I don't even if you try to sugarcoat it. That shit is crap.
All right.
No quarterback, no receivers. Receivers are starting to fall. We're gonna get another one going to get hurt in a minute. Watch. The preseason games coming up, one of the receivers gonna get hurt. We ain't gonna have no receivers by the time we start this season.
No, I understand. No, that's based on what? Why would we not have any receivers?
The fuck, like I just said.
The offensive line?
Yeah, that's gonna be part of the reason.
Because the offensive line. But I'm trying to understand how does a receiver get hurt from offensive line play?
The receiver's gonna get hurt one way or another. Watch, this is what is gonna happen. These receivers are gonna get hurt playing these preseason games.
Well, they don't have any choice though. I mean, they got to play those games. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna make the team. You got to play the preseason game. Right, Darren.
Yes, sir.
I'm a little concerned though, as the modifications Chip Kelly might make, because there is probably some truth to the rest of the league. Maybe thinking, but the thing is, for those who know, like you and I and a lot of other people, those who know that Chip Kelly's offense is pretty much predicated off what the defensive men do. So it's a myth that people are on to Chip Kelly's offense, because what you do is what's going to cause Chip to call the next play. I think it is, though, will he modify anything? And if he does, how would you think he'd go around making any changes in the offensive pursuit?
Oh, no, that's a tough question. I don't know. I don't think he's going to – he seems like he's pretty what's the word I want to use? Like he's pretty knowledgeable, I guess, as far as his offense, and I think he really feels like his offense can work in this league. So I don't see him making too many dramatic changes. I mean, I think if we play an elite defense like Carolina or something like that, I think he might come with some trick plays and stuff like that. But I don't see him making too many adjustments, to be honest.
Because he got that new running back coach. I always wonder when they sit in meetings, your running back coach, what are you going to say? Because I'm sure Chip sits around the table and he says this, and this, and the other guys chime in. I just wonder what would they possibly say. That's been on my mind a lot lately. Because Chip, after studying his films and watching what he does, Kelly is so interested because he says, because as a narrator was saying, Kelly would run a zone read inside zone read 2 times in a row. Of course, the defense bites. Every now and then you'd see Kelly run it 3 times in a row and out. The next series, Kelly would fake that call and they'd shift to a touchdown. He says, if I'm a defense, am I that stupid? Or do you really, or maybe they think Kelly's being stubborn and thinks he can get a play to work, and all of a sudden, you see, the mind of Kelly is what people don't quite understand. This is not your everyday average coach that you can just go out and outguess. Why do people think Belichick likes him so much?
I don't know. I hope he's not stubborn, because, I know there's a lot of people that don't like Chip Kelly in the league. So a lot of, you hear a lot of players on defense that say, "Oh, the league has caught up with his offense," and we'll see if that's true. And we'll see if that's true or not when the season starts. So I just hope he's not stubborn to where he's like, "Well, my offense is going to work regardless. It's just all about, it's all about timing and precision and all that stuff." But if he has an open mind, he'll do some adjustments and make it work to where, people are not, so it's not predictable. You know what I'm saying?
Which I'm looking very forward to. Is that John T?
You.
John T, I'm always hitting you up with questions, man. I know you got something you want to say. Go ahead, man. What do you have to add today?
Oh, nothing else. I was just more or less really listening, but I have to agree with what you just told Taryn. I don't know if I said his name right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I agree with wholeheartedly with everything he said. But like you said, Rombo, when the running backs coach and Chip Kelly's sitting there, the offensive coordinator, I forgot his name. I think Chip Kelly says, "Look, this is what I want to run," and he asked for his input, and he just said, "I will run it differently," and tell him, maybe you should run to the outside the first play, or maybe you let the quarterback run the next play. Switch it up. I think they just sit there and go over game plan, and just go over game plan in details, like how to call a game, which was Greg Roman's biggest flaw. Because to me, I believe Chip Kelly he's gonna call a way better game than Greg Roman could have.
No comparison whatsoever. Every 49er fan on the planet, we could sit there and call the play before Greg would throw the play. I knew every play he was going to run, when he was going to run it. Everybody in the stands, in the stadium, at home, the opposition, which is the worst thing, knew what what Greg was going to do. So therefore, we got a butt beat. And then when Harbaugh would call somebody over to the sideline, talk to him for 15 minutes, I already knew what they was talking about. So yeah, you're right. It's obvious that the change is going to make a difference. And Kelly addressed that question too. Because somebody said, "Coach, what is your feeling about everybody being caught up with the Chip Kelly style of football?" Well, no, it's not going to be the same. I mean, every year we make changes, and that makes sense because the fact is, if Kelly has new coaches all the time like he does this year, it's impossible for it to be the same program as what he ran last year, and they didn't have that much success last year. Also, they didn't have a running quarterback last year. This is another thing people aren't paying any attention to. That element being removed from Kelly's offensive system is now going to be put back in. That automatically changes the playbook immediately. So this is why for anybody, your Hawks fans, Raider fans who I argue with endlessly every time I get on my computer, this is what I've been trying to tell you. If you try to start your car up without three sparks, then obviously the car is not going to run right. This is what I'm talking about, the changes, exciting changes that will take place this year. That's all I want to say about that. Steven. Watson. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, man.
Okay. Oh, man, I just want to say that I feel like if we can't stop them on defense, I think the combination of Chip Kelly and Colin Kaepernick, we should be able to outscore them. That's how I feel. And I think that people are forgetting that Chip Kelly was about 10-6 with Nick Foles. Yep. So imagine what he can do with Kaepernick if Kaepernick gives him everything he got. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like we could probably pull off an 11-5.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Hey, quick question. Did Michael Vick, before he got hurt that year, how many games did he play before he got hurt? And Foles took over?
You know what? I honestly don't remember. Was it like 3 or 4 or something like that?
I can't remember either. Does Foles get all the credit for Chip Kelly's success in Philly?
That's a good question. That's a good question. But like I said, man, I just think, and also, before you move on to the next person, you know what I'm saying, this might be a little superstitious, but I think the fact that they got the same initials, I think that means something too, man. We got the CK squared thing going on, and I think that's going to have something to do with it too.
Good point. I like that. All right. Let's go to Billy Badass. Billy Badass. Ronbo. I love that name, man. Billy, listen, man, you been watching camp?
I've been watching it here and there, man.
So you got any assessments so far? What are you thinking? Because people are saying I'm overreacting. What do you think?
I think we're going to shock the world this year, Rondo.
Okay.
And let me explain to you why.
Please.
What's going on is everybody in this league, all the fans, they love to see the big dog down. And so you need to understand that everybody's talking smack on the 49er franchise because these last 2 seasons things have kind of fallen apart, but they don't want to give the explanation as to why it fell apart. You've had multiple retirees, injuries, new coaching staff, and a hideous offensive line.
Mm.
And I solely put the blame for Kaepernick's downfall these last 2 seasons on that offensive line. And now what I am seeing in training camp, what we did in the draft this year, and the way things are playing out, Davis is back. We got Beatles in there now. Garnett looks like he's shifting over to the ones. It looks like this offensive line is going to be back. And that alone, I think what we have in Carlos Hyde is something special. And with a good offensive line and to give Kaepernick some time, I think this offensive playbook is going to open way up.
It's gonna be fun to watch this weekend. Billy Badass, by the way, is a member of the TTC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check him out, man. I'm telling you, TTC is a good time. Oh man. And Billy, coming up this weekend, playing against the Texans. Last year that we played the Texans, and we actually got beat up in that first game. What do you see coming up this weekend with our first string versus the first string?
It all depends, man. I mean, we really haven't seen firsthand what Chip Kelly's got planned for us, so I think it's going to be more of a field game. You're going to see maybe a couple drives from Kaepernick and Gabbert switching off, but mostly I think it's the first preseason game. He's going to get a feel for these second and third string guys and see who might be able to make some plays.
That's a good point, because I'm already concerned. How much do you expose this weekend as far as the playbook goes? Because I don't want too much seen. I just want basic plays. Maybe just like you're saying, just check and see how these guys hold and that type of thing.
I think it's going to be basic. I think it's going to be a basic playbook, and Chip Kelly's going to build on it as he goes.
Wyatt.
Yeah, what's up, Ronbo?
Wyatt, what's up? Okay, Wyatt. Now, as a little while ago, I want to see what you're feeling on this. Emilio is very adamant about thinking that our offensive line with 3 potential All-Pros sucks because Arik Armstead got through it. Do you agree with that?
Not really. I think our O-line's I think it's gonna be pretty solid. I'm more worried about our wide receivers and the quarterback position.
Yeah, and I see that's and you know what, the thing about this is why I think the offense is struggling most. Since there's been no settling of certain positions, I think that's more to do with it than anything else. Whereas the defense is already in place. Everybody knows that Tremaine Brock and Jimmy Ward are going to start opposite each other. I already know that Antoine Bethea and Eric Reed are going to be in the safeties, right? So this is why I think the defense has an advantage right now. Their unit has already been established, whereas the offense is not. So,
Right. And, I think we got more talent on the defensive side than we do the offensive side. But the plus is we got Chip Kelly, who's an offensive-minded coach. So, it'll be kind of interesting to see what he kind of, fixes up, how he implements his game plan with what, talent we got on there. Because, we all saw what he did in Philly. He turned all those guys into, he turned, Foles into a Pro Bowler. And, he's like a journeyman now,
No, Foles. The best story about Foles is Foles could have went to Dallas, where for sure he probably would have got some work. Because come on, how long is Romo going to stay upright? So they say Foles went to Kansas City first of all because his old coach is there, and next, Alex Smith does not get hurt very often. So Foles has job security. He can just sit back there with the clipboard, relax, because he knows he can't play unless he's got Chip Kelly. And Kelly doesn't want him in San Francisco. So he did a very smart thing. Go get paid, stay out of the way, and maybe your career can last maybe 3 more years. I love that theory. That's my favorite. I just wish I could ask Nick, is that true? Oh, I do enjoy that. But who's it? Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve, there he is. Steve, how you doing, man? Steve, can you hear me? I think Steve can't hear me. Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys can say, "Oh, Daryl."
Man, Steven, your phone, man, it making a lot of noise.
Is it? Yeah. Stevie.
Yeah, man, I was carrying in some laundry.
That reminds me. I was watching Stephen A. Smith, and he was talking badly about Chip Kelly, like he likes to do. And Stephen, can you? There's a volume on somewhere. Is your phone volume on or something? You got it. That's you're the echo.
Is that better?
You got to put in a headset.
Oh, that's what it is. Stevie, you got your headphones? Yeah, he's got his headphones. Oh, are you maybe watching a page on your phone? Yeah, because if you're watching the page on the phone, that'll cause an echo.
Oh, okay. I've been doing that. My bad.
Stephen, thanks, man. Because you can watch it later. It's not going to go away. I mean, right. It's going to be up a little later. All right. That's good. All right. Stephen, what was you going to say before you got? Oh, somebody asked you about your laundry. Okay. Anyway, I'll come back. Daryl.
Yes.
Yeah, how you doing today, man? What do you want to add, man? Because I've been running off all the questions. Let me ask somebody what they want to ask. Daryl?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Daryl.
Okay. Well, I wanted to add that ever since Rodgers went down with the injury, they wanted to get some extra receivers, and I heard that it just came in like a half hour that the Niners made a call out to Cal Berkeley to pick up to grab a receiver for a request and see if he wants to. He's gonna go to the training camp and compete and try to win a job.
Oh, as a UDFA, yeah. That's interesting.
You got that one?
Hey, Daryl, how long did you hear about that? I can't wait to go Google this up. Did you just hear about that? Like you say, within the last hour?
Within a half hour ago.
Oh. Daryl, you know what worries me about that? That means there's not a lot of confidence of those guys in camp. Because I mean, why would you call out, or at least? And then again, it could be camp bodies. That's a kind of a tough one. I'm kind of worried about that. I'm gonna check that out.
I mean, I think his name is damn, I can't remember his name. I think his name was Bryce Triggs. That was his name.
Oh, no. Hey, Bryce is already with us, though.
Wait, somebody else. No, my bad. Couldn't remember who it was, but I heard that the receiver or something had a 4.39, I think 40-yard dash or something at Cal's Pro Day or something like that.
Which goes to show Chip does like speed. All right.
You're gonna need speed if you want to run something that fast. And if Gabbard's been efficient so far, since it's day 7 of training camp or something.
Hey, yeah, because they did work out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is day 6. Yeah, today's day 7. 1 week completely. Yeah, Monday through Sunday. Yeah.
So he's been efficient, but they're claiming that the defense is kind of scary on injuries. There might be a few injury risks. They might lose some players. They're not careful.
On the defense or offense?
The defense.
Yeah, because the defense, I understand yesterday they asked the defensive guys to back up a little bit, lighten up a little bit, just so the wide receivers could get a little room to operate. That's insane. The defense is that hopped up. But then again, you know what? When you think about it, I can pin my ears back and play defense a lot better than I can run offensive scheme. If I'm not sure about what I'm doing yet, the defense has an advantage. I think I just put my finger on it, guys. The defense is good, but let's wait and see what the offense looks like when they know more about what they're doing, and then they'll be even up out there. All right. I mean, I think I made myself.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think I made
Ronbo,
myself.
do you think the defense is gonna be better than the offense still this year, even with Chip Kelly?
The defense is a better unit as far as players go right now. Anyway,
it's more stacked. Yeah.
Yeah, the defense has got.
They seem to be having the better training camp. Yeah.
And once you and Buckner's, I don't think Buckner's going to take forever to get up to speed. I
just read something today. They already bumped him up to first team reps.
First time.
He's going to become the starter pretty much right away. Yeah,
And
for
Arik
sure.
Armstead is already like out of control. So
Right.
this is going to be interesting. Steve Nielsen.
Hey, Ronbo,
You
g'day.
can hear us now. Okay, good. Well, Steve, you've been taking things in. What are you thinking about camp so far?
Well,
What are you impressed with?
there's not too much I can been looking at from down under. I just wanted to say I'm excited, really excited for my second season. And I need a new number here. I think. What number is Buck now?
90. It's Buck's 99. I think his jersey's available too because I think I've seen people with it on already.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Jared for getting me involved here, but he had his first NRL game yesterday.
How did he do?
In a losing side, he would have had man of the match.
Right. All right.
But anyway, that's 2.4 million over 2 years for him.
He did well with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm concentrated on the Niners now, so.
Got a preseason game coming up this weekend. So get ready for that.
Looking forward to it.
That's gonna be crazy exciting. I can't imagine. There's gonna be guys this is that time of year when guys are trying to make the team, so you get those crazy all-star plays coming out of nowhere, especially the first quarter, the first half in general. So yeah, and plus you got that quarterback competition going on between Gabbert and Cap. Those guys are gonna be playing like we've never seen before. So this weekend is just gonna be crazy exciting. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where I'll get it, but probably on NRL.com or ESPN or something. I don't know.
Right. Let me Steve. I'm gonna go Mo 49.
Yeah.
Mo. This weekend.
Yeah.
We're gonna say goodbye with this, but this weekend, what are you expecting, man? Who's gonna shine? Who's gonna be your all-star? Your MVP?
Oh boy. I'm really looking forward for DeForest Buckner. I think DeForest Buckner is gonna shine.
Killer dudes in the first half and all. I agree.
Yeah. By the way, Ronbo Sports is a little bit of bad news about the Hall of Fame game. I just received news saying that it's already canceled.
What? They canceled it?
They canceled it because someone used some kind of weird, wrong field paint, I believe, and they had to cancel it.
because the field crews put down the wrong colors.
Yep.
Poor field conditions.
Just think about it. $13 million company. On field play? Off the field. Nope. We can't do it. Nope. We don't like it purple. We like it green. No.
From Super Bowl 50.
And you know how much money is going to be lost? That game every year is like the premier game that football fans have been waiting for all year long. Even though it's a stupid game, it doesn't mean a damn thing. But everybody can't wait to see it, and they have to cancel for reasons like this. Somebody got fired today.
Dude, watch. Next year, the Hall of Fame game's going to be canceled because, look, there's no grass on the field.
It's a good thing they don't try to hold it at Levi Stadium. Yeah, as I tell you what, that'd be a problem too. All right,
that'll be a problem.
Mo, thanks for coming back. I gotta cut out, man. We'll see you next time. Don't be a stranger, will you?
All right, bye, man.
All right, John T. John T, what do you want to say before we say goodbye?
I'm gonna piggyback off your question about who I think gonna shine. I'm gonna say Ray Armstrong.
Oh yeah.
In the middle of the field, I think Rashard Robinson, the corner, and I'm real interested to see at the nose tackle position because I'm real worried since Williams is gone. So I'm gonna say Purcell. I just want to see how he does. But Robinson and Ray, the middle linebacker position, those two guys on offense, and Smelter on offense. Those are my three guys I'm looking at.
Glad you reminded me, man, because I'm gonna pencil them in to keep an eye on because I get all crazy, don't even know what I'm paying attention to. Good call. I like it. All right,
have a good one to be blessed, man.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Let me go to
Steven Watson.
Yeah, Steven Watson. Yo. Steven, so who do you think is going to shine this weekend? I like this subject now. What do you think is going to happen in that game?
Man, like everybody else been pretty much saying, I think DeForest Buckner is gonna go nuts, and we're all gonna be super excited and talking about him for the next 2 weeks or so, man. I think he's gonna go nuts out there, and I can't wait, man.
Tell you what, next week we're gonna meet up right after that game, so be prepared to get nuts, man. I'm telling you right now, that's intensely exciting.
So can I ask you a real quick question?
Go right ahead.
What should I do with my Alden Smith jersey, man? Should I keep it as a throwback?
Somebody said if you could just take his name off, just peel his name off, and maybe, I don't know, there'll be a little fade mark in that area, and go ahead and put down Buckner. They had no respect for Alden. They gave this jersey right quick.
Ridiculous, man. What's wrong with him?
Oh, I wish I knew. I kept trying to figure that one out last year. Alden just doesn't give it. You know, there's nothing wrong with him mentally. I just don't believe this. I used to think maybe he had some kind of mental disorder.
I think
Alden
he just dumb,
doesn't
man.
give a damn. He just doesn't. When he was sitting there and everybody says, "Oh man, you can't prove," especially Raider fans. Raider fans they just cannot accept it. They say, "Oh man, you guys always want to wish something bad on the Raiders, man. You can't prove that was Alden Smith." What? Alden called his name. They put the camera on his face. How many guys look like that? And how many guys are gonna waste their time looking like Alden Smith? I think I'll get on here and set him up to get his ass in trouble. Come on, man. That's not gonna happen. That was Alden.
Yeah, that was, man, I laughed so hard when I seen that, man. That was crazy.
I know, because it's funny now because he ain't on our team. Last year I was living.
Right. But, you know, the Raiders could have had something good with Khalil Mack and Alden Smith playing at the same time, but dude just be taking the cake all the time.
That's true. Smith and Mack together.
Man, that was, you know, I was kind of hating.
Hey, Steve, we got to go, man, because I'm getting ready to sign off. Hey, come on back next time, will you?
All right.
Be right after the game next week. All right.
All right, man. Have a blessed night.
You too. Thanks, bro. All right, Wyatt, I already know.
Smelt.
Wait. Now, Wyatt is an island boy, and I just automatically assumed he was going to say Buck, and he says Smelt.
Oh, no. Oh, you're talking about who I think is going to shine the first preseason game?
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping for Buckner. You know, that'd be awesome. But you know, I mean, I think Armstead, just because he's already got like a leg up on Buckner. You know, just kind of makes sense. Plus, he's been going all out in training camp. You know, so I think he might get like a sack or two. But you never know, Buckner. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That's for sure.
Oh man, if Buck gets, if Eric gets a sack, there's no reason to be shocked because the man is out of control this year. Like I say, he's just gone berserk. Nobody can deal with him, and that definitely goes for any other defense. So or offensive line. So for him and Buck to chalk up, man, you talk about pumping up the fan base.
But
Buck and Armstead get a sack each. People be saying, raise the roof, baby. That would be
Twin
awesome.
Towers. I call them the Rabid Ducks, you know, but they're Niners now, so I guess I can't really call them that.
But
yeah,
Rabid
with
Ducks
Rodgers
is
going
hilarious.
down, man, I'm hoping Smelter.
Would like to see him get some
Smelter steps
receptions.
up, you know, with Rodgers going down.
Yeah.
If Smelter or like DeAndre White doesn't step up, you know, and it's just Patton and Ellington, I don't know, man. I mean, I hope Patton can play well. It's just that guy has a hard time getting separation. He is a possession receiver, which is what we kind of need now since Anquan's gone. So I don't know. I just hope someone's got to step up on the receiving end. So I'm just
Got to keep an eye on Burbridge
gonna be
too,
interesting.
because as I said,
Burbridge
the other day in practice was kicking it amongst all that fiendish defense. So you know that's interesting. Because like you said, was that you? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say he's Mr. Contested catch. You know, he catches all his contested balls up in there, and
they said that is what was showing. That was what was showing the other day.
That's his strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what separates him from the rest of the bunch.
Can you imagine though? Burbage makes, as you mentioned, was that you called our? No, that was normally called our camp MVP, Jerome Simpson. Will not be
Oh yeah, I
seen.
forgot about Jerome Simpson. Yeah.
No, everybody forgot about Jerome Simpson because Jerome Simpson, he does this every year. I understand that Jerome Simpson shines in camp every season, which is why he was available for Trent to pick him up. So, if they let him go, I understand the other plan is to maybe showcase him in camp if they can and see if they can trade him. I like that idea.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we get something good from him, that'd be nice. But Jerome Simpson, I mean, he got injured last year, right? Last season. So,
he was suspended to start the season. Did he finally get hurt? Yeah.
He got hurt like midway through.
Yeah. All right, Wyatt. We'll see you next time, buddy. Good to see you got a day off to come out and join us. All right. Later, bro.
Yeah. Happy. Okay, man.
All right. Darren.
Sure.
Yo, Darren, what do you want to add before you say goodbye?
I'm kind of just with everybody else. I mean, I hope a receiver does step up during this, this next week till the 14th. I mean, the number 2 wide receiver spot is up for grabs. So, hopefully it's either, Smelter, whether it's Ellington, Patton. Hopefully somebody steps up so we don't have to look outside. We have enough receivers in camp to compete and take that spot. The defensive line, I'm really, happy about that with Quentin Dial, Buckner, and Armstead. I mean, they said we have the tallest D-line right now at 6'6.5" average height. That's just ridiculous. So I'm loving that. I mean, give Russell Wilson some problems, But they said defense is pretty set except for inside linebacker. So I'm looking for either Hodges or Ray Armstrong to step up. But I'm hoping Jaquiski Tartt gets some time inside too during pass plays because his range is pretty good and he's 230. He's big enough to play inside with all these guys coming in now like Dayon Buchanan and all these guys coming in and playing a little bit of outside linebacker. So hopefully he gets used some. And Rashard Robinson, I think he wins that nickel spot because it seems like that dude is just fierce. He's not scared. Even though he only weighs about $185, he's not scared. He's fierce. I mean, I think he'll win that nickel spot.
Actually, and Redmond's also trying out for that spot. So you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know why Dante Johnson's name is mentioned for the nickel because it seems like Johnson would be better for the outside play.
Yeah.
Guess they'll see.
I think the last time I looked, I think they're saying that he was right now second on the depth chart behind Tremaine Brock on that right side, I believe, or whatever.
Dante?
And then, correct, yeah, Dante Johnson.
Right.
It was like Brock, Dante Johnson, then Reeser, and then the other side was Jimmy Ward and Acker, and then for the nickel, I know Redmond and Rashard Robinson were kind of competing for that spot. So
they're thinking about moving Rashard inside. Okay. Because he is tenacious. That would make sense.
He is. Yeah. And nickel corner is almost like a starter now, with all these 3 receiver sets that people use.
Oh, yeah. That's a package that stays on the field just about yeah, you're right. Just about the whole day.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
right. Cool. Yep. Hopefully I'll see you next week if possible.
All right, Darren. After that game, man. Good to see you. Always good to see you.
All right, brother. All right. Take care.
All right. Daryl. Yo, Daryl.
See, Armstead and Buckner, aka the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Cause that pressure and hopefully, cause big night. Like if they build up on their speed. I haven't paid attention and see if they, building up on speed. If they got speed, oh man, this is gonna be trouble for Wilson. I guarantee Wilson, he's gonna get smashed if he tries to run right through the line. You know what I mean? In the middle, he ain't gonna go nowhere.
Oh, he'd be insane.
And also,
he'd be insane to try that though. But I'd love to see him try that.
Oh yeah, he's only good at the outside because that's the only if you're gonna run in the middle, if that's a prayer, usually the running back's supposed to run through the middle if you're gonna do a run play. But if you're a quarterback looking to scramble, you better take your prayers and pick your poison. But anyways,
he might though because I just realized that the Wilson he's tired of Aaron Lynch waiting for him over there, so he might try the middle to see if that's a better place to go.
Oh yeah, speaking of Lynch, I wonder is it either gonna be oh geez, I'm losing names now. Okay, it's either gonna be isn't Tank Carradine? Yeah, Tank Carradine's gonna be on that side.
Yeah.
And Eli Harold, that's what I was trying to remember. Eli Harold
on the other side, yeah.
Oh, other side, okay.
Well, what? That's interesting because I'm not sure what they're gonna do with Ahmad Brooks. I guess I should wait on that. I don't know.
I didn't hear anything about that either, about Ahmad. But I think they should just, get rid of him. He's old and he hasn't really caused any had any factors for 3 years. So last thing I remember was when he had that what was it? Yeah, 2 years ago when he ripped the ball out of Drew Brees, and
I knew you were gonna call that play.
Yeah, I think that was the last.
I can remember about him anymore. Is that play?
That was the last thing I can remember about him. Or the biggest thing I remember from him was that clothesline hit on Brees. It was that year to that. I remember that one too. So that was the thing you can always remember about him. But anyways, real quick before you get off on the offense, I really want to see, Kelvin Taylor, the running back. I really want to see him so bad. And this is gonna sound weird. Because I'm more of a fan of tight ends, and I've been paying attention or keep my eye on this guy since they drafted him last year, Blake Bell, aka the Belldozer.
Yeah.
I want to see him get more involved. I just hopefully he gets more involved. I want to see him shine, because I watched his tapes a lot. He used to play quarterback too, but he could be a solid receiver. Or tight end I meant, but he could still catch the ball too, and a good blocker too. So hopefully he can turn into a Gronkowski Jr., because they're both the same height, 6'6".
That's right. Bell is 6'6". That's right. He's the tallest guy. He's the tallest tight end we got.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he is the tallest tight end. And I don't know what's going on with Trent Brown on the line, if he's losing some weight or keeping up with that pace.
No,
he's the offensive line.
He's getting in condition. He's getting there. He's the only guy right now that can actually deal with Armstead a little bit, because Armstead is just they battle to a standoff. He doesn't dominate Armstead, but he holds his own. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Armstead, you know what? We're gonna get a good measure of Armstead, as he's gonna be going after Brock Osweiler this weekend, right? I can't wait. Brock Osweiler is about the same height, right? As
Osweiler is
Armstead.
6'7".
Yeah. That's going to be very interesting to see his entire body fold up. They say that Buckner's got a move where he gets down really low and he jackknifes into the quarterback. I want to see.
Jeez, it would be really funny.
What does he look? Osweiler's going to freak out, man. Jesus, what the? Bam! That's
I know.
What hear.
One more thing I'd like to add. It would be funny because the bullpen drill, when they put them in that circle, the linemen, and they go against each other. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Have Armstead go against Piers. That's gonna be easy win for Armstead.
Yeah, I feel bad for Piers, but
I'm sorry, that guy is terrible. He wasn't terrible at one point. He was actually decent. Just decent backup a couple years ago. Yeah, a couple years ago when he was with Buffalo. He was everywhere. He was like a journeyman lineman, I guess you can call that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, as long as you don't ask him, he's best at tackle, I guess. He can't play guard. One or the other. He can't play guard or tackle. He's good at one, but not both. So if you play him out of position, you're asking for it. That's the thing. So
I'll probably put him at center probably.
Yeah, maybe now that he's gotten to this age and he doesn't need. You don't want him moving around too much. But the center position commands. You got to be able to handle. Man, the guy coming up the middle, because now you've got to deal with the nose tackle, and that could be pretty scary. So I don't know. Anyway, all right, dude. See you next week, huh?
All right, then I'll see you after that game.
All right, yeah, because you're out of school right now. Yeah, you can join us next week. See you next week.
Oh yeah, I can join. I got time off because like I said, I was a graduate. I told you that week prior to that, man.
We remember you last season, exactly. All right.
Last season, man, and I'm looking forward to the beginning of the season because I'm gonna be at Levi Monday night.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna be rooting.
All right, Tyler. We'll see you next week, man. All right. Tyler, we intentionally waited till last to get you to have the last thing to say. What's up, man? What do you want to add?
I just want to say that I do not want Jerome Simpson starting at wide receiver.
You and me both.
Yeah, I was there. I saw him against the Rams. He couldn't catch or run any routes.
Oh. And, he came on Instagram. Somebody was saying bad things about him on Instagram one day. You never know when football players are watching. He, jumped in the thread and defended himself and said you could expect different things this season. So, I don't know, Tyler. Unless I understand.
He might be able to step up, but I don't really know.
Well, he's looking good in camp again, but he does this every year. He looks good in camp, so I don't know. Give him another shot. He gives himself a shot. He's got a couple of more weeks, so we'll see. All right, Tyler, I'm gonna go, buddy. See you next after the game, okay?
All right, see you, man.
All right. And with that said, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I was about to leave. Is it Yash? Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Yash, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
All right. Yes, I'm just getting ready to take off, though. But Yash, what do you want to say today? You got anything you want to add?
I actually been watching your show for the past last season and this season. I'm just saying you're doing a good job, man. I'm a fellow YouTuber. Just keep it up. I enjoy hearing your podcast, hearing fellow 49ers fans, and just keep it up, man. It's an awesome what you're doing.
Oh, well, thanks, Yash. Well, in that case, make sure you come back, man. Listen, we need to talk too. I'd love to do a show with you, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. That'd work. I was about to follow you on Twitter. Are you usually on during the week, or how does that schedule work for you?
During the week, yeah, normally during the week. Yeah, Steve, you're on Twitter. You go by the same name?
No, actually, this is one of my other YouTubes I just used to mess around. But I'll follow you on Twitter right now, real quick.
Yeah. Give me a DM or something so I'll know who I'm talking to. Okay.
That sounds good.
All right, Yash. See you next week, bro. Or I'll talk to you just a bit then. Okay.
Sounds good. Take care.
All right, Yash. Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye. And with that said, it's time to say goodbye. Listen, next week, this time, we will be either saying things like, whoa, did you see? Or we saying things like, oh, man, we could have been better here. We could have been better there. I'm just playing, man. I do not expect anything but good things. Let's think about it this way. 49er players know about what's being said about them. Chip Kelly knows what's being said about him. You got to figure motivation can be a very strong force. When you've got not only rival fans and other teams and guys like Heath Evans saying nasty things, and even 49er fans saying nasty things about the team, it fires you up. Get ready to be delighted next week, and I'll see you right after the game. Live!